Okay, this is the Struts. This is to do with the bass sessions, and we're going to be asking a little tiny bit about what the band have been doing and what their current plans are for 2012. All right, so greetings to the guys. First of all, can we tell us a little tiny bit about the band, how it's formed, and what you've done up to now?
We're a 4-piece rock and roll band called Struts, formed in Derby in the Midlands, and looking to take over England.
Excellent stuff. Okie dokie, yeah. We've experienced the band already. They came and did some shows back in May, and they were absolutely awesome. They're going to be doing some more shows for this evening. Are you excited about the gig? What about some of the gigs you've already played as well? Maybe last time you were in Stourbridge, perhaps?
Well, absolutely. The last gig we played was really, really good fun. Crowd response was great. I'm really looking forward to tonight, definitely.
Yeah, it should
It's
be
going to be
good.
about the same numbers. It will be really, really good. Should be excellent.
Excellent. So, we're talking about some of the songs as well. I mean, the set last time was absolutely awesome, and you've recently done some recording, so the album's finished, but I hear that there's a load of new songs appeared. Can you tell us about the songwriting, and what are we going to hear this time around?
Well, what we started off with was we had like a formula in terms of like the way we wrote the songs, but we just wanted to sort of play on our influences a bit more, and obviously as we've like grown as a band, so is like the music, and we were just experimenting with a lot more different sounds, and just sort of really concentrating on getting like a certain kind of energy, like manic but yet sort of like straightforward and hard rocking kind of thing, but with good crafted like pop kind of choruses, you could call it that, I don't know, but,
infectious
infectious kind of melodies and things like that. So I mean, that's always been our top priority, as you probably know, like in terms of making infectious kind of songs. But again, we just sort of wanted to draw on like more than Stones, more on like Queen, have like the, you know, we're sort of like a band who's got the swagger of the Stones, but we've also got like the sophistication of Queen kind of thing, if you know what I mean, in terms of like the way we try and write the songs. So that's why it's moved on quite a lot. But yeah, better now than ever.
We like focus more on lyrics as well now, and you know, really trying to come up with some, you know, real meanings behind the songs and make it a lot, well, you know, fresher, cooler, and you know, just all in all better than what it was before. Because before it was more 60s influence, more like, you know, quite swung. But now we've really wanted to go forward and to be who we want to be, really.
More pacey.
Yeah, a bit more current. Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that the rhythm section's really changed? It's like it's angle in many respects.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of really locking in and making sure
working.
that it's really quite driven stuff. I mean, the bass is constantly, you know, strumming it through, really keeping the electricity there. So it's really.
Well, the new songs demand it. Like,
absolutely.
A lot of them are just like
they're all
really
very
quick,
and it's like
in your face.
It's very challenging. When we first did some of them, it was like we're gonna have to do a whole set like this.
Yeah, absolutely. When it came to learning them,
it's good though because it pushes you.
Oh yeah.
And like everyone's had to step up their game, sort of thing. It's very easy doing like 6/8 kind of stuff for a while, but you know, if you're doing like the whole kind of fast-paced downstroke, the whole kind of chorus, you kind of need a bit more stamina to do so, and to perform it live as well is just a different thing altogether.
Which is good for a band anyway.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
And also you've added some new sounds to it as well. You've got some synths or some retro keyboards and effects and things like that in the new sound.
Yeah, because to begin with, I was always, well, collectively, like we didn't want to have that kind of gaga like rave synth thing, like which a lot of the groups and artists are like doing now, and just collectively we just detested it, kind of thing.
Everyone was kind of doing.
But the good alternative was that our producer got hold of a really old Roland like synthesizer, and it was like completely genuine, which he found in one of his mates' garage, and he managed to just literally pick it up off him. Otherwise, he was going to burn it. So he brought it back to the studio, and then we tried it on the song that we'll play for you later on. And it was from then on, it was sort of like a match made. It was sort of like, and it appears on the whole entire We should really just have it on the front cover.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Game Boy kind of sound.
Is it?
That
Right.
kind
It's,
of
it's
retro,
really
it's
it's
like-
complementary synth.
Yeah.
It's
not
not,
mono
it's
sounding,
not
like.
overpowering synth. It's
Right.
complementary to what happens in the tracks.
It's not rave synth. It's kind of
I keep thinking you say rave.
it's more sort of like well, you could call it slightly more eclectic kind
Right.
of sound, really. But yeah, it's good. It's really good.
That sounds brilliant. So obviously we were really excited about the album coming out in 2012. What other plans have you got for next year too?
Just gig a lot more. Like obviously, like we'll have the album out sort of like mid-year next year kind of thing. And you know, as you know, sort of when you've got a record to put out, it would literally just be relentless gigging and sort of just sort of finding like our demographic and just really homing in on them and hopefully like do a lot of festivals next year. Like I think that's where we're gonna really sort of rehearse and get it sort of really spot on, because we want to be that festival band that suddenly
Everyone's
comes out of
talking about.
nowhere and it's just like, who the hell are these guys kind of thing, you know. And I think that's where we're going to have our strength, because that's
Live
what we're
show.
like, is live, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely.
where the show
I mean,
is, you know.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see you back in Stourbridge early 2012.
Yeah, that would
Because
be
that'd
great.
Really,
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
And we'll keep building this fan base.
Well, it's a good venue, so
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
It's
a
a
good
great
turnout
show.
as well.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Excellent stuff. And there we go. There's the Struts, and this is the end of the bass sessions. Thank you very much.